What's up, digital world? It's your special connect here, Justin, connecting to you today with the hopes of helping out my fellow OTs and other related service providers like physical therapists, speech therapists, and counselors to help you guys with figuring out some games and activities you could do with your students now that we have to be doing some telehealth services. So even if you weren't doing telehealth services, this is an activity that you can do with any of your students, whether you see them in person or whether you see them through video. Now, one of the skills that I work on a lot with a lot of my students is executive functioning skills. Executive functioning skills are skills that help us plan, organize, problem solve, and basically pay attention to our day-to-day life. Now, there may be over 40 executive skill sets, so there's a lot of different skills you could practice with executive functioning. But it is also important to know that practicing executive functioning skills can be fun too. So one game that I've been using through telehealth services has been the classic game of Simon. Simon is a game that normally has 4 different colors that light up in different patterns, and those patterns determine how people go from round to round. If you could remember the sequence of colors that you see, then you would be able to continue to go on to the next round where they add another color to the sequence. Now, you can find games online for Classic Simon that are free. So what I've actually been doing with my students is I've been sharing the screen with them. I've been using Zoom and Google Hangouts. So I will share the screen with them and I will have them remind me of what the color pattern was, and I will click it on for them. But I know technology isn't always the greatest, so sometimes the screen freezes or it's hard for them to see the screen that you're sharing with them. And so another alternative that you can use is playing with a deck of cards. Now, in my lectures, I mention this often, that a deck of cards is probably one of the best things an OT or a PT can have on them, and a parent, actually, I should say, for that matter, to keep your kids entertained and interested in playing novel games. But cards are amazing, and you can play Simon with a deck of cards. So this is how I do it, and I'll show you kind of ways that I upgrade and downgrade the activity. So it's very simple. I'll take out a deck of cards, and depending on the students, I will sort through the cards. So sometimes I'll just only take out the 2s through 10s because those are just numbers. Or I will let them use the whole deck however it turns out. But I'm going to show you a simpler version. I have a deck that I took out a couple of cards from, and they're all numbers within 2 to 10. And what I just do is simply I show the first card, and then I have the student tell me what that card is. My card here is a 2, put it down. Now, it's also important for you as a therapist to know how to place the cards, because this is also a great way for you to keep in check instead of remembering yourself what the sequence is. So you just put it face down, and then after they show you that one, you start again. You pick up the one from the face card, you put the 2 down, and then you pick up the next card and show them. So that was a 7 for me. Now, there's many ways you can upgrade or downgrade this activity. You can have the kids tell you the numbers only. If you want to make it more challenging, you can tell them to tell you what the number and color was. You can even go one step further. You can have all the cards in the deck, so you can include jacks, queens, kings, and aces. Again, you can upgrade that by having them tell you the color and the card number. Or if you want to make it even more challenging, you can have the kids try to remember what the suit is. So reminding them about clubs, diamonds, hearts, and spades. So that is one activity that you can do, and it's been really fun. I've been doing it with the kids, especially in the group setting, because it's a really great way to not only talk about setting a goal for yourself, setting a goal for the team, and working collaboratively, paying attention, following directions, following a sequence. It gets the kids really encouraged to try to beat whoever has the best score before them or during their session. So this is also, as a life coach in me, I love playing games like this because we get to establish a baseline really on the first time you play it. So for instance, if you get through 5 cards as a group, then that will be what your goal is to beat. You want to remember more than 5 cards. So this game is a really, really great game. It's so simple, but it teaches you so many different things. It helps you teach so many different skills that relate to executive functioning skills. So again, I hope this helps. And another twist really quick that you can add is for any time any of the students get it wrong, they have to do some type of exercise. Or whatever round the kids end up in, right? That's how many exercises they can give to another student. So for instance, if you're playing with a group and the person, figures out 9 of the numbers in the sequence, and then the person who was supposed to get the 10th one misses, they would have to be responsible for 10 jumping jacks or 10 push-ups. So you could work on executive functioning skills, and you could work on their health and fitness, which is also super important to their executive functioning skills. There's a lot of research that is starting to support the fact that doing calisthenics, aerobic exercise, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle really helps with executive functioning skills. So I hope this was a help for you guys. I'm going to try to put out some more videos of different things that I'm finding is helpful for me, in addition to the typical Special Connects content that I will be coming up with. And I hope this kind of helped you out, at least for one session. So stay safe, be healthy, be a Special Connect to somebody, because especially nowadays, everyone needs a Special Connect. Peace out.